All right, hello students. This is Mr. Bostrom here. So I'm going to be your floriculture teacher for quarter four. So we're going to do it virtually. We're going to do it on the computer. We're going to make some cool videos. Going to be hard to make some floral designs, but we're going to do the best we can. Some of you might be saying, why is Mr. Bostrom teaching plant science? I thought he teaches animal science and mechanics. Well, you thought wrong. So I actually went to UConn and got my bachelor, my 4-year degree in plant science. So I know quite a bit about plants. So I am teaching your floral art class for this quarter four. I do know a lot about plants, animals, mechanics, but my college degree is actually in plant science. So this is my first plant science class I'm teaching, so I'm pretty excited. So we're here today at my family's Christmas tree farm. We also grow vegetables and other stuff. So I'm going to give you a little talk about what we do here, but primarily focusing on flowers. So I grow vegetables and flowers, cut flowers for people. I sell them in bouquets. So this will be perfect for our floral art class. So the property behind me, I'm gonna probably take a lot of videos this upcoming spring about what I'm doing. And I'm going to explain to you and tell you why I'm doing certain things, and hope you guys are going to enjoy it. So let me flip this camera around and I'm gonna give you a little explanation. All right, so we flipped it around here. So this is my vegetable garden here, okay? So this whole front plot where you kind of see all this nice green grass growing. This is where I plant a lot of my vegetables, and I plant a lot of cut flowers. So that's right up our alley. So what I do is, during the springtime and summertime and fall, once all our plants are growing, I'm out here every day, usually in the morning before it gets too hot. And I pick all the vegetables or flowers or whatever is in season or is ready, and then I put them in this little stand that I built. Okay, so I got a sign up front, Bostrom Farm Stand. So it's right along the road. Okay, so there's the road there, people drive up, and here's my stand. So I'll open it up for you guys. So it's a self-serve stand, so people come and they take what they like, and hopefully they don't steal and they leave money. So it's a little dirty right now. Obviously haven't used it since the fall, but I have nice shelving. I have nice baskets and stuff for my flowers and for different vegetables. So basically I put baskets full of vegetables, vases full of flowers up on these shelves, and people come. I have a price list. Usually I have it down here. And they take what they like, and here's my cash box. So hopefully people actually leave the money. Sometimes they get folks that steal, which is not very nice. But yeah, so this is my farm stand, and this is my vegetable garden. So let me explain what's happening this time of year with the vegetables. So as you look right now, you're saying, wow, there's a lot of grass growing here, and why is it so green? It's only the end of March. So this green mat of quote-unquote grass is called winter rye. So what winter rye is it's basically a cover crop. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a cover crop before, but a cover crop, in its name, is it covers the soil. So obviously in New England, we have hard winters. It gets cold, a lot of plants go dormant, or you could say they go to sleep for the winter because it's too cold. We don't really get much rain. It's just a hard time to grow. So a lot of plants go dormant, which is basically a plant going to sleep for winter. So that's what occurs. So a lot of plants die. We don't have much growing. So if we look at this ground right here, this has no cover crop on it. Okay? So this isn't good. So when it rains, like we've had a lot of rain this winter, when it rains, the rain comes down and it hits the soil with a lot of force. And when it hits that soil is a very soft, exposed piece of material that we want to try to save, okay? So soil is very fragile. So when it rains and we have no plants growing on it, like we have here, which is a bare soil, it kind of destroys the soil. So you picture rain falls from the sky, it falls pretty hard. Now when it hits you on the shoulder when it's raining out, it might not hurt you, but think about the soil, right? You have tiny little particles like this, okay? Now, if you were to take a bucket of water and dump it on my hand right now, it would wash all this soil away and kind of destroy it, which is not good because plants get their nutrients, get their water, they stabilize their roots into the soil, okay? So if we destroy our soil, we're kind of setting ourselves up for failure when we want to plant our vegetable plants in it, our flowers in it, whatever else we want to plant in it. So a lot of farmers over the course of time have realized that we need to protect our soil. Without protecting our soil, we're going to lose it to runoff, to erosion. So when it rains out, it hits the soil. Rain hits the soil and it destroys it. It causes runoff. It causes erosion. I'm sure you guys have all heard those words before. We'll talk about it after in case you haven't. But basically runoff and erosion occur when we have a large rainstorm and it destroys the soil. Okay, so farmers now plant cover crops. So these cover crops are these dense mats of grass or whatever else that protect the soil. So I don't even think you guys can see the soil in here, which is good. So when the rain falls, it kind of hits this grass, or we call it winter rye, and then it slowly infiltrates into the soil. Okay, so it's protecting the soil. It's like basically wearing a jacket with this cover crop. So when it rains, it hits the plant and it doesn't destroy the plant. It just hits the plant and slowly filters into the soil. So that's what a cover crop is. But not only does a cover crop help protect the soil, but it also adds nutrients into it. So when I want to plant my vegetables and flowers into this ground in a couple weeks, I'm going to mow all this down and then I'm going to kind of incorporate it into the soil. So what that does is it actually adds nutrients. Okay, so you take the upper part of the plant like this that's full of different nutrients that it took from the soil, and it gets mowed and it gets incorporated back into the soil. So you're actually fertilizing your ground along with protecting it, which is fantastic. So planting a cover crop is a great thing to do. It protects your soil, it feeds your soil, and not only does it do that, but it also helps to make your soil softer. So if you look right here on the back of my truck, I have a couple pieces of winter rye that I dug up. And you can see the root systems here. So you see the roots? Okay, so what the roots are actually doing, here's another one, deep root system. So what the roots are actually doing is they're helping to break up hard soil. So over time, sometimes soil can become what we call compacted. So that basically means soil that is being driven on or being walked on a lot, and it just becomes very, very hard packed. It's almost like a road. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, if you're walking home from school or you're walking around an amusement park, the corners of the sidewalks always have dead grass and the soil's compacted. That's because people take a shortcut, they walk on the side of the grass, and they compact the soil. So what a cover crop does is it actually has these really, really long roots here. So some of these roots are probably 8 inches long, but what these roots actually do is they break through that compacted soil. So it actually helps to soften the soil, make it easier for our vegetables and flowers to grow when we plant them. Okay? So it feeds our soil, it protects our soil, and it also helps to make our soil fluffier. Because you're obviously not going to take a tomato plant and plant it in to a very hard surface like a driveway. You're not going to do that. You want nice fluffy topsoil. So these roots help to break it up. Okay? So that's three main things that cover crops do. All right, so in a couple weeks, we're gonna actually mow this and we're gonna plant in it. All right, so be on the lookout for a quiz to be included with this video. Just some basic questions to make sure you watch the video and make sure that you guys are all kind of on Google Classroom and we're all on the same page. So watch the video, answer some questions just to make sure that I know you guys are here and with me. All right, take care guys. Be on the lookout for more videos.